This is a brief tutorial on how to circumvent Singular and other Remark user interfaces to manipulate Remark NFTs. Let's get started. Earlier, I listed this NFT using Singular. I bought it with a different address, and then using that address, sent it back to the original address. I did that all on Singular. As you can see here in the history, it was for 0.098 KSM. However, on Singular, it displayed as 0.1 KSM because Singular charges a 2% service fee. So let's look at the extrinsics that actually facilitated these things. This is the remark that listed the NFT, and it listed it for 0.098 KSM or this much pico KSM, and that's 11 digits right there. And this is just Remark's standard. That's how the consolidator recognizes numbers in Remarks here. And if we go to the other wallet, we can see the batch of calls that purchase the NFT. So this batch includes a remark telling Remark to buy the NFT with this ID. It prepares a balance transfer for the listed amount. That is the 98, I think that's 98 billion pico KSM. 1, 2, 3, so that's 1,000. This is million, 98 billion, yes. So 98 billion pico KSM, and it prepared another balance transfer to the Remark multisig. So this is the owner account, that's the owner of the NFT, and this is Remark's multisig account, and they charge a 2% fee, and in this case it was 200 million pico KSM. Let's see, I think that's correct. 1,000, or rather 2 billion pico KSM. So that's how Remark prepares a balance transfer, and this facilitated the buy. And then I sent it back. And so I told Remark to send this NFT back to the original address. And here we are. Now we have this history. So let's do this, except we won't be using Singular. We will be going to the Polkadot JS app right here. And all the relevant links will be in the description. So when you come here, make sure you check a few things. First, make sure you're connected to the Kusama network. You can choose any endpoint here, any host, doesn't matter as long as it works. Make sure that in your settings that your metadata is updated. Mine is, and so that is not necessary for me. You can see here once it loads. No upgradable extensions. So we're all good here, but if you need to upgrade, go ahead and do it. You'll find it right here. And once those things are checked, you can go to Developer, Extrinsics, and first we are going to list this NFT. So the owner account is Canaria001 in this case. It's not for sale. And we're going to tell Remark to list this for the same amount, okay? So you go to Developer, Extrinsics, Submission, select the account. You select System. Under this dropdown, you click Remark here. It's going to ask for a remark in byte format. And so you go to this converter tool here, and we're going to tell Remark, RMRK, 2 colons, to list a 1.0 NFT with the following identifier. And you can find it right in the URL. All right, and we need to tell how much. So everything is separated by 2 colons. And in this case, we're going to do 98 billion pico KSM. So that's 98, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 digits. And that's because Kusama's granularity is 12 digits. So if you want to visualize this, you can just add a 0 here, and that's the 0.098 KSM. That 0 in front's not necessary. So once we have this, this is the byte format. We copy that, go back to the extrinsics page, and you're going to paste that with a 0x at the beginning of it. Okay, so now we'll submit this transaction. It's going to prepare it. We'll just have to sign it. It takes a moment. Here we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and sign the transaction, and if we go back to Singular, this will update live. As you can see here, it's thinking. It has detected the remark on chain, and it will be updating the display to show that this is now for sale, except it won't display it for sale at 0.098 KSM. It'll list it for sale for 0.1 to account for the service fee. Okay. Now, previously, when I used Singular to purchase this NFT for the same amount, Singular prepared this batch of calls, including 2 balance transfers. By doing this manually, we will not need to include the service fee at all. And so we're actually saving a little bit of money by utilizing this manual interface, or rather the Polkadot JS interface. Of course, it's not as friendly as Singular, and it's prone to mistakes, but if you are careful and tech savvy enough, you can go ahead and do this. Okay, so let's prepare the buy remark. So we're just going to change a few things here. We're going to change list to buy, and we don't need this value at the end. Okay, this is the buy remark. So go ahead and copy that. And instead of submitting a single remark, what we need to do is go down to utility. Well, first we need to select the wallet that will be purchasing the NFT. In this case, it'll be Canaria 002. So we're going to select utility as the extrinsic. And we're going to do batch all calls. Okay. We're going to add 2 items here. And the 0 call, or the first one here, we're going to go down to system, and this is where we're going to insert the remark. The second one, or the 1 call, will be a balance transfer to the owner account. Make sure that this is correct, because if you transfer it to the wrong account, you will not get the NFT. And so if you want to triple check, you can just go ahead and copy that right there by clicking the hexagon. And we can just paste it. But that is already good. I already have it in my extensions. Okay, so to be consistent, I like to change this to Pico KSM, because then we can just go in here. We can look at the list extrinsic, or the list remark. Okay, right here we can just copy this value, and as long as we select Pico KSM and paste it right there, that will be the correct amount. All right, so we're telling Remark to buy the NFT, and we're doing a balance transfer all in a utility batch of calls. It's going to submit this together. Okay. And if we want to double check this is correct, then we can just let it think for a moment. Here we go. We can hit this drop down, and it will say to buy it, and this is the transfer. Notice that this does not include the service fee on Singular that Singular prepares, but it's going to work anyway. So we're going to submit that. We're going to go here, and you can see that Singular has detected the buy. And if I did it correctly, this should be transferred to the new owner. Just wait a moment for Singular to update here. Yes. So we can now see it has a new owner. And if we switch to Canaria 001, or 002 rather, we can see that we can manipulate this NFT with the new wallet. All right, now that we own this NFT with the other wallet, let's send it back to the original wallet. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to select System, Remark. We're going to prepare the send remark. So we're going to change the by to send. Keep all that the same, and we need to tell Remark which wallet to send it to. And in this case, we're sending it back to the creator. You paste the Kusama format of the address. Copy the byte format. Paste it here. Make sure that you are submitting the transaction with the current owner. In this case, it is Canaria 002. We have the system remark. We have the correct remark. Okay. It's going to prepare the transaction. Sign it. And you'll be able to see here that Singular has detected a change in the state of the NFT, and it will send it to the original owner. It just takes a moment to update. And there we go. Since we have Canaria 002 selected, we are no longer able to manipulate this NFT on Singular because it has been sent to the original owner. But if we switch back to Canaria 001, you will see that once it updates, that I'll be able to manipulate it. Ah, yes. So I can list it for sale, I can gift it, I can clone it, destroy it, because it was sent back to me by the other wallet. And that is how you manipulate Remark NFTs without using a Remark user interface. I hope this helps.